Hey guys, what's going on? So Tiffany is here again, and today we are going to be fixing a major mistake I made a long time ago. So I know you're probably asking me, why am I standing in front of a wall planter with a bunch of dead plants in them? I had this amazing idea. I have this dining room that's right in front of this really big window, and I had this great idea that I was going to make this living wall, right? And so I bought these wall planters, and it was right around my birthday, and I asked everyone for my birthday to give me these indoor low light plants. I got tons of them. I got tons of plants, and I even thought, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be smart, I'm gonna think this through. So because I knew that these are just fabric, the planters are just fabric, and it's gonna be pretty heavy with the soil and the plants and the water, I took just an old board that I had and I attached it to the studs in the wall, and then I attached the actual planters to the board in the wall. But before I did that, I had some old plastic tarp, because I was like, well, this is fabric, it'll get wet, and I don't want to mess up my drywall. So I cut out the tarp to match the dimensions of the wall planters and had it behind the wall planter. So I was ready, right? Like, I was just like, I am going to do this. So I get all my plants in there, and it's beautiful. I have a dinner party at my house. Everybody compliments on how nice it looks, and it was great. Then it came down to maintenance. So I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these or watered one of these, but if you overfill it, then when you water it, it'll just kind of, just like the soil, the water just kind of spills down. And it's not cute where it spills into the lower holder, it spills on the ground. And at the time I had wood floors, and it was just a pain in the butt. And not only was it the water spilling out, but you had soil mixed with water, and I have 2 dogs, and they're like, oh, dirt and water in the house, let's play. And so every time I did it, it was just this huge ordeal. I had to block the dogs away so that they're not playing with the water and the dirt in the house. Then I had to, maybe even put down a towel underneath to try and catch the water so it doesn't mess up my wood floors. And then it just got to a point where I just didn't water them. Like, it was always this hour and a half ordeal. And so I just would put it off until I saw the plants start to get stressed or, yellow or kind of wilt a little bit. And so then you have plant guilt. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing such a horrible job. So I went out of town, so that's another thing. So my garden is all on an irrigation system, so I can go out of town and I'm fine. So I went out of town, I didn't even think about this thing. I came back and half of them were wilted. I didn't think this out at all, but the window is a west facing window, right? It's huge and it lets in light. I never close it, but it never lets in direct sunlight. And so I realized that while these are, these were, because they're nothing now, but while they were part shade or full shade, they still weren't getting nearly enough light. And I think that was adding to the stress of the plants. And then I wasn't watering because I'd make a huge mess in my house. So anywho, and I had nowhere to put them to save them. So middle of winter, because my birthday was in November, they come out here and obviously they die. Recently though, as the weather got nice, I kind of hung it up. I found a spot for it. This part is east side of the house, and so it gets part shade, full sun maybe about 3 to 4 hours, but I feel good about certain herbs being in here. And so that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna take these old dusty plants. This is sad. This is really sad. Anyways, out those plants go, and I actually started some herbs inside. I don't ever use these trays to start my herbs or start my plants. I usually like the peat pellets, and I'm gonna stick with those. They're doing okay. They were a little stressed. It's kind of hard to water this whole entire thing. For me, it was. It's like you don't know, and it's time consuming because you have to water it, and then you got to make sure that the topsoil isn't dry, and you got to sit there and watch it, and you don't want to water it from the top. And I just got really lazy when it came to this. I also put some flowers in here which are going to be planted out later, but all these are herbs. Let's see. I have lavender, which I knew wasn't going to come up. Anise. Some of these are really leggy, and I probably will not be planting them out. I'll try, but my grow light was right in the middle. And so anything here or here is kind of leggy. That's another reason I really didn't like this too much. Because I did start these in February and it's still kind of chilly here. But anyways, we got a little basil, sweet basil, peppermint, thyme, horehound, marjoram, spearmint, chamomile. Looks really good actually. I'm proud of that. Lemon balm, oregano, dill. I don't know, dill didn't really come up. I actually bought a dill plant, so meh. Savory, sage. The anise and the savory probably are really leggy. I probably will not be using those. But anyways, I also bought some really pretty begonias that are gonna go in here too, since my herbs are kind of looking a little skimpy. You can see some of them are just dried out. I mean, gosh, I tried. This wall planter is gonna be the death of me. I might even just throw some seeds in there, but I just am excited because I'll be able to come out here, spray it down, and get it done. So anyways, you guys can watch me as I do this. We just had a heavy rain, and so I think the soil's in pretty good condition. Herbs usually don't need a lot of fertilizer, so after I put everything in, I might do like an all-purpose, I think it's like 555 fertilizer in it, and then just have fun and watch them and move them around and replant if I need to. But at least outside I'm not worried about that mess that I was making inside. So because of that, I am super excited. Begonias. Okay, so the sun is coming out strong. Sorry about knocking the camera off, I was done. But it turned out really nice. So I don't know if you can see that. I'll make sure to give you a final picture in just a few because, woo, this Texas sun is no joke. But it turned out really well. The top ones I'm gonna leave open because I'm about to go under my peach tree. I'm gonna leave open because I know I want to do like a full sunflower. Not a sunflower, but a flower that likes full sun. I just haven't decided, and I don't think I even have one here that I would put in that area yet. And so I left that open, but I don't know, I just don't like growing in those things. I mean, I left them in there a little bit long. They were hard to come out. I feel like I was ripping some of them out. I mean, I love my peat pellets. And so, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It looks really nice. I'm excited. I will keep you guys updated. See you soon.